We're here with Nudge Fitness owner. Now, how long have you had this gym for?
We've had it for 10 months now.
Oh, 2 months to go. Well,
2 months to go to what? I have to quit.
no. 2 is a whole year.
Yeah. What are we going to do? Should we have a party?
Yeah, you should. Anyways, how old are you?
41.
What was your favourite bit of the gym?
I just like the people the most. Do you think I should have to say a bit of kit?
What piece of equipment would you like? Do you like the most?
Oh.
Let's give them a quick tour.
They've had a tour.
That or that. Here. Anyways.
Let's think it works now. Right. Anyway, where were we?
Oh, your favourite bit of equipment?
My favourite bit of equipment? The coffee machine. Yeah.
What weight
You're
is most popular?
The most popular one? Oh, I don't know. I think people like doing deadlifts and pull-ups and bench presses the most. Maybe back squats. What do you think? What's your favourite exercise?
I don't know.
What have you done today already?
I used some weights. Anyways, let's get back to a proper question. Do you like having the gym?
Oh, I love it. I really like it. It's nice to see everyone when they come in the gym. We have a lot of fun. I like helping people get fit.
Your logo. Who created your logo for you?
Well, I came up with the name, but I had a special lady. She come and did my logo for me.
Okay. Why did you name it Nudge?
That's a really good question. I like the name Nudge because it's a little bit less intense. Sometimes when I see gyms, they're like quite intense. And then the other thing about Nudge is it's like slightly gentle. It's like a gentle push as opposed to something more abrasive. Sometimes when people want to get fit, they like think kind of slightly more challenging, hardcore thoughts, whereas Nudge is more gradual push in the right direction.
What type of training is it?
Oh, so we like to teach people how to get strong. So mainly what we do is help people improve their range of movement, improve their strength, improve their cardiovascular fitness. So what we do is we always do like a quick assessment when people come in here. And so we get to know their injuries, aches and pains, their motivation, their goals and things like that. And then from there we can tell what type of exercises they should be doing. So whilst we've got an idea of what we like to do, we really like helping people get strong, whether they're 30 or 70. We really like teaching people how to get strong. But that might be different for all people. Some people are super fit, some people are just starting out, some people have quite serious injuries or bad health conditions.
So what part of the body do you work on the most?
Oh, don't know. We tend to do whole body workouts. So because the type of people who come in here, they're like busy mums and dads. They might have their own businesses, or they've got busy, demanding jobs, or they've just got other things they like to do in the week. So we tend to do whole body routines. So we don't tend to focus on a particular body part. We tend to do whole body routines. We always start with a little bit of stretching. We always do a little bit of core exercise. We do some things to protect the body against injuries. And then we always do kind of big strength movements. So we tend to get people squatting, which you've done today. Some deadlifts, some pull-ups maybe, some rows, some presses, some shoulder presses and bench presses, and some lunges too.
What type of weight is your favourite? As in like dumbbells?
Oh, I really like the barbells.
The
I like the
barbells.
barbells because they you can put lots of weights on those, can't you?
How many workers do you have?
Oh, Well, so we've got coaches in here. So we've got Hazel and Joel, who are kind of, kind of senior coaches as such. We've got little Louis. He's our young junior coach. Then we've got Jan, who kind of keeps us all in check.
Then what are you?
Oh, I'm a coach too, really. I don't know. I don't really know what I am. I'm a business owner. I do the coaching. I talk to people all day.
What does your gym? What type of What does the gym do to your body?
Oh, that's a really good question. So, like I said, we tend to we like helping people become stronger, more supple, improve their kind of aerobic fitness. So, maybe in here we can kind of stabilize joints and strengthen muscles. We can get you, work on your kind of aerobic fitness so you don't get out of breath going up the stairs. The good thing about exercise also, which a lot of people really like, is it's really good for your mental health as well. So once you've got moving, you have all these kind of happy hormones, these neurotransmitters going around your body, which makes you feel really good. And so if they can improve your energy, they can,
Okay, so what part of fitness is on the ground that you love the most?
Ooh.
As in like press ups, crunches and stuff like that.
Oh, I like all of those. Yeah, I like doing a few press ups. I like doing a few crunches. I like doing things like lunges as well. What do you mean? You mean that like that then?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like doing body weight exercises like press ups, crunches, and lunges, just as much as I like doing a little bit of running, climbing, swimming, weights, cycling.
What is your favourite thing that isn't a weight in this gym?
Oh, I don't know. I like the Polaroid camera.
As in equipment.
Oh, it's an equipment. Well, the deck chairs are quite good, aren't they?
Yeah.
Nudge, baby. Is that cringe?
Do you do any like boot camps and stuff?
Oh yeah, yeah. We like being outside too, don't we? So we've got boot camp over in Knapp Hill. So if you're a member of Nudge, you get unlimited access to my larger group classes like boot camp, and we do a hybrid class in here. So yeah, we meet over in Knapp Hill. There's 6 sessions a week, and so over there we use tractor tires, kettlebells, battle ropes, get people moving around outside in the fresh air. Yeah, working together, having fun.
What is your favourite thing by using the bars?
Oh, I like deadlifting. That's where you put the barbell on the floor and pick it up. So that's what I love the most. I like picking up the barbell from the floor, really. That's probably my favourite exercise.
I know you recently had that done, but how did you design it?
Oh yeah, so William, one of my longest serving clients, he helped me design it. So he put together some ideas for me. So I had my branding done already, so I already knew what my logo was like and my colours and things like that. And so he put it together. He had a look around on the internet and looked at what worked really well. What was important with our window though is that we wanted lots of natural light coming in, because that's it gives you some good energy being having some natural light coming in. But also for people who are walking past, because some people are a bit scared about coming to the gym. So what we wanted to do is have lots of kind of opportunity for them to have a subtle look in, and they can see what the kind of people we are and what we do and what the gym looks like, so they're not so intimidated when they come in.
Do you have any slogans for your gym?
Yeah, that's a good one. We use the nudge you need. So it's the reason we like the nudge you need is because when it comes to fitness, there's lots and lots of different ideas, but not all of them are quite as effective as others. So what we've done in here is we've kind of streamlined all the most important aspects. And so really, like I said, some people really love fitness, some people don't love fitness quite as much. So when they come in here, they can have a kind of whole body workout that will do everything they need in that amount of time.
Do you have any other slogans?
I don't know. know. What do you think? Stronger, fitter, more energetic in 28 days? What do you think?
That's
the 28
literally on your.
Is that what you meant? Yeah.
No,
So that's for our
yeah.
trials. So when people want to join Nudge, they get a free. Oh, well, no, that's not true. They get a 28-day trial, which gives them a free one-to-one. They get 2 small group personal training sessions a week. They get advice around nutrition if they want it. Then they get a weekly check-in if they want it. And then they get access to our larger group classes like the boot camp and the hybrid sessions. And so that's the idea. What we want to do is get them in here for 28 days, then help them get a little bit fitter so they really enjoy it, and then they want to join as a member.
How many roughly do you have in your boot camps?
How many people?
Yeah.
I don't know. So this time of year, because it's warm and sunny, everyone wants to come. So we can have up to 30 in boot camp. Sometimes when it's rainy, it's just me and about 5 others. So it depends. It depends on what the weather's doing as to how many people come.
We forgot to ask you your name. What's your name?
Teddy. My name.
It's actually Steve Keyword. I already know it because I am your daughter. Well, anyways. Where is your gym roughly based?
So we're on Goldsworth Park, just outside Woking, next to Waitrose. So there's a big car park outside, so it's really easy to park outside and it's easy to get into.
Do you have any other things other than the boot camp and the gym?
Well, we used to run an online program. So before starting the gym, we used to have a big online program with people all over the world called the Hot Body Project, and I stopped that actually probably a couple of years ago. But there's a chance perhaps in the next year or two we might bring that one back, because it was quite nice to help people along, keep people motivated online. And so yeah, we used to have a big online program for probably about 12 years. We had people all over the world from kind of South Africa, Australia, New Zealand. We had people I had one lady from Azerbaijan. Do you know where that is?
No.
No, me neither. Had probably 5 or 6 people in a small island called Curacao. Do you know where that is?
No.
No, I had to Google that too. But yeah, we had so we have people all over the world, in Europe.
We don't really know our places, guys.
No, we probably should look on the map a bit more, shouldn't we?
Do you have any things like a running club or stuff like that?
Yeah, we're currently doing a couch to 5K. So we had a little gang of people going out this morning, didn't we? So we teamed up with Victoria and Bob from St John's Running Club, who've taken the lead in doing our couch to 5K program. So yeah, we started with a big group. Because of the time of year, we kind of whittled down a little bit. So yeah, we've got probably about 8 runners going out, building up to their 5K now. So that's quite exciting.
What is the couch to 5K?
So it's for people who don't normally run, but they want to start running. So it's a really safe way. It's a 9-week program to help them get into running. And so the aim is by the end of it that they could do a 5K.
Okay, so what sort of types of weightlifting do you do?
Oh, okay. So, well, we I don't know whether we necessarily subscribe to a type of weightlifting. We I'd say there's different types of strength sports. There's strongman, bodybuilding, CrossFit. These types of things. But we tend to do I'd say individually specific stuff. So whilst we've got an idea of a program, because everyone's different, they're different ages, different experiences, different lifestyles, different goals, different motivation, we tend to tailor it to the individuals. So we've got a program on the board, but when people come in, based on what we see in the assessment, based on what they tell us when they arrive, we get a feel for what kind of exercise they do. So I'd say it's individually specific or a client-led approach, if that means anything. So, when Nana comes in, I'm not going to get her doing, really heavy deadlifts, am I? Because she's 70.
What do you do in your warm-ups?
Oh.
Like a few types of warm-ups that you do.
Yeah, we use dynamic stretching or dynamic mobility. So we kind of do things that open up the hips, things that mobilize the spine, and things that open up through the shoulder as part of our warm-up. They're kind of passive, so they're not like, we don't add weights in our warm-up. We spend 5 minutes kind of working through a full range of movement to get fluid moving around the body. And we do that because if people are training first thing in the morning, they might have just got out of bed, or if they're training in the evening, they might have just come from work. And a lot of the people that we work with sit down for a job, and so their muscles get tight. And so we spend 5 minutes before we start each session working through a full range of movement, opening up the hips, getting the spine moving a little bit and opening up through the shoulders as well.
So what do you do in your warm-ups? Like push-ups?
No, sometimes my clients give me a bit of grief because I like the same sort of exercises in a warm-up. I do give them a bit of variety, but I tend to, if they like a certain style, I use that 5 minutes at the start really to check in with each client, and so we get a feel for what they do during the session. So if they're comfortable doing similar sort of patterns, then I'm quite happy for that in terms of the warm-up. As long as they're moving and opening up joints and deliberately, intentionally moving, I'm quite happy with that. But I've got my personal favourite. My favourite kind of mobility exercise is the Spider-Man. It's where you're in press-up position and you're stepping forwards and you're stepping back, and it's really good for opening up the hips. And if you pick your chest up, you can stretch through the front line of your body. I like that. We've got another one which I think most people call it happy cat, sad cat. We call it hump and dump in here because I think it sounds a bit funny. But that's the happy cat, sad cat. That gets your back moving. And then we call what I call a sideline rotation. It's where you lay on your side on the floor, then you bring your arm around your body. It's like a chalk circle. So you're trying to draw a chalk circle around your body, and it opens up through the shoulders, opens up through the top of your back.
We've done quite a lot.
We have. There's some really good questions. Shall I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Shall I ask you some questions?
Yeah.
What's your favourite thing about Daddy having a gym?
I don't know. I think I have one, but I've forgotten what it's called. It's where you do the running.
The running?
The
Urban Try?
The urban try.
Is that what you like?
Yeah.
Yeah, you like the big events, don't you?
Yeah.
You come and help me on the big events, don't you?
Yeah.
You like cheering people on.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll get into fitness when you're older? You like playing sports, don't you?
Yeah.
What's your favourite sport?
Rugby.
What do you like about playing rugby?
I can tackle people.
Is that your favourite thing?
Yeah.
Because you're quite good at scoring some tries too, aren't you?
Yeah.
And I think I don't know. I'm gonna say what I think. I like the fact you've got a really nice gang of friends when you're playing rugby. What do you think?
I have a question for you.
Okay.
What is personal training?
Personal training. Oh, what is personal training?
Just look at your door.
Well, I don't think there's a straight answer for that. So personal training really is or the thing for me about personal training is getting to know people and then helping them find solutions and overcoming obstacles to help them get fit. And so personal training could be quite different to each person. But for me, the way I like to work is I like to really really get to know someone. So I get to know their likes and dislikes, the things they find tricky, the barriers to exercise, and then help them overcome that. And so build their confidence, build their, educate them around how to move so that they can enjoy exercise and enjoy fitness and the benefits of keeping fit.
I have another question for you. And what inspired you to do fitness?
Oh, I've always enjoyed fitness. So even since I was a kid, like you, I really enjoyed playing sports and I enjoyed keeping fit. And I always found it really fascinating people who kept themselves fit as well. I remember even as a kid watching Gladiators. You like Gladiators, don't you? Watching Gladiators and being amazed at how strong and fit they all were. Then as I got older, I started doing a bit more fitness because I wanted to be better at sport. So when I was a teenager, I realised that to be better at sport, I needed to be a bit stronger, and so I started doing that. And then I also enjoyed doing kind of cross country and things like that. So I enjoyed every aspect, like all different sports in different ways. But probably the thing that got me into personal training is when I started university. So I went and did a sports science and psychology degree, and I was playing rugby, and then someone fell against my leg, and so I actually ruptured my posterior cruciate ligament, which is something that keeps your leg intact. And so when I did that, it's quite a serious injury, and so I had Lady Ellen, who was our sports therapist at Chobham, help me get back to fitness. So she treated my injury, but she was a personal trainer at the time. She was qualified as a sports therapist, so she was a personal trainer. And then so she taught me how to fix my leg as such. So I had a choice at that point. I could either go and have surgery, or I could get my legs a little bit stronger and see if I could go back to playing sport. And then she helped me get my legs a bit stronger. And so then I thought, well, I really like this. I think this would be something I'd like to do. And so that's how I started doing it. I really enjoyed coaching people. So at the time I was doing a lot of rugby coaching. And so then I thought, wow, I could probably go and become a personal trainer and help people fix their injuries, aches and pains, get fitter.
You said you did a lot of sports. What sport was your favourite?
Oh, I used to love rugby too. I used to love rugby. I think,
What age did you stop?
so when I was I think I was probably 27 when I stopped. So I broke my wrist, and because of work and life, and as you get older, everything hurts a little bit more. So I kind of thought, when I broke my wrist, so I kind of fell. Yeah, I got tackled and fell over and broke my wrist, and then I had to have surgery, and then the doctor said that I couldn't play again because he said if I break it again, because of where the break is, if I broke it again, then I'd have to. They wouldn't be able to fix it. So they took some bone from my hip, and they cut out the dead bone in my wrist and then fused it back together. But they could only ever do that operation once. And so when he did that, when he said that to me, I thought, well, there's an opportunity to go on and play other sports after that. And so after that, I took up running, and I did a few ultra marathons and a couple of Ironmans, and I tried doing jiu-jitsu for a little bit, and I like climbing, and so I thought it was a good opportunity to try lots of different sports after that.
So you said earlier that you like doing cross country. Where would you usually do your cross country?
Oh, I like the Surrey Hills. There's some beautiful places around by us, isn't there? And so I like running off road, really. So if it was a choice, I don't like running on road at all. I like being off road, away from cars and people, in the fresh air, up and down. So I like I like running over the Surrey Hills. I like that. You've got Horsell Common near us, which is beautiful too, isn't it?
What is your favourite run to do? As in like a run that could take long but is quite quick.
Oh, I've got one which goes from just outside Guildford. It's my friend took me on it years and years ago. My friend Chris. It's called Hard as Snails, which I thought was a funny name. So it's a 6 mile run which goes from the back of Guildford up over the Chantries Woods, which is really nice, and then it goes over St Martha's, which is quite a steep hill with a beautiful view at the top, and then it goes out towards Newlands Corner, which is another big hill, and then comes back round. So it's called Hard as Snails. That's my favourite run.
question I was going to ask you. How long are your runs usually?
Oh, it depends how fit I am. At the moment, I'm not especially fit for running. So I'm fit, and I'm fit, but not fit for running. I haven't practiced enough recently, and so at the moment, my runs are probably about 4 or 5 miles long, and they're not very quick. I'm not very fast at the minute, but I like going outside. I like being outside in the fresh air. It makes me feel good. So, yeah, my runs are quite a lot shorter than but when I get fit, I can do much longer runs, and it depends what I'm training for as well. So if I'm training for a big race, if I'm doing a really long race, then I'd have to practice doing really long runs. So yeah, at the minute, I'm just enjoying being outside in the fresh air, getting my blood pumping around my body.
Do you play music when you run?
Oh, sometimes, yeah. Sometimes it depends how far or how fast I'm going. So if I'm going for a shorter run, I like to play music, and so yeah, I put my headphones in. I like to play music. If I'm going for a slightly longer run, I might listen to a podcast or an audio book instead. So it depends what kind of energy I need, really. Sometimes it's like if I'm trying to go a little bit faster, I put some rock music on, like AC/DC. You like them, don't you?
What music do you tend to play, as in like songs?
Oh yeah. Well, I like all music actually. So sometimes I'm in a rocky mood, so I listen to a bit of rock music. Sometimes I like dance music, so I listen to a bit of dance music. Other times,
Like Shake It Off?
Yeah, like shake it up, shake it up. Yeah. When I'm at home, I like to play sing-along stuff because I'm a really good singer.
Yeah, he totally isn't, guys. But anyways, back to what we were saying. Have you ever hurt yourself whilst like you were running?
Yeah, I have done, but normally when I hurt myself is because other parts of my life are a bit busy. Because running a business and having a young family who are a bit cheeky, and my love of beer. Sometimes I don't always take the best care of myself, and sometimes I try to train too much and probably work too hard and drink too many beers and whatnot, and then at that point, that's sometimes when I get a little injury or an ache or pain, something hurts me. But I wouldn't blame the running. I'd blame the runner, myself. because I'm probably trying to do too much when I shouldn't.
I wonder how long this is going to be.
This interview. This is a good interview. You're a good interviewer. I hope we hit record on this one. That would be embarrassing if we didn't.
We've been sitting here for like 50 minutes or something.
Yeah, you're
or 30.
Me, like a 20-minute interview and we haven't even recorded it.
That'd be so funny. What do you post your stuff on?
Oh yeah, so I more recently I started doing Instagram, and more recent years I've done Instagram. Before that I was doing a bit more Facebook. So I tend to do Instagram and Facebook at the moment. I do send out emails, a little bit inconsistently at the moment, but I should do more of those. So I've got about 2,000 people on an email list who often read my emails or whatever. And then years ago I used to write articles on a blog, so that's how I got into writing stuff. So I used to write articles on a blog. So
do you have like a YouTube channel or something?
Yeah, I do, but it's most of my videos on YouTube are kind of private. So like I said, I used to do big online program, and so a lot of my videos are kind of private. They're behind I don't know what you say it. They're like hidden on YouTube because they're for people who pay me to kind of see them. Perhaps I'll open them up and people can have a little look at some point. What do you think? I don't know. Yeah, no, I've got a YouTube channel.
I think we've marked them.
Yeah. Shall I ask you another question?
Yeah.
Why do you think keeping fit is important?
Because it keeps you healthy and then you have a better life. I don't know.
No, that's a good answer. That is exactly the answer, really, isn't it?
Don't think. You have speakers in the gym.
Mhm.
What type of music do you play in the gym?
Oh.
For like your hybrid and stuff.
Well, my guys, there's always people who like or dislike music, so I tend to let Hazel pick the music. Hazel or Joel pick the music because they seem to do a better job than me. But
That's probably because you pick 1980s or 1950s. You're really old in days.
Why people in here are older than me?
Hmm?
Yeah, I know, right?
What?
People in here are older than me.
Yeah.
So
But
they
that
might
still
like my
mean-
music. They don't, but they might. Yeah, no, sometimes we play 1980s music. You know, we like to move and groove.
1980s was back when roller discos and stuff were very, very popular.
Yeah, they were. You like rollerblading, don't
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, but more vibrant colours. And nowadays is like black.
I know, right? I need a bit more colour, don't I?
Yeah, you really do.
Well, we like going skating together, though, don't we?
Yeah,
Well, your friends like skating with me, but you're too cool to skate with me, aren't you?
I do skate with you, you silly goose.
But your friends like skating with me, but you're too cool. You go around the middle, whereas I'm like rocking it around the outside.
Yeah, the train is my favourite. I'm going to just check we did hit record. We did. Yeah, go back. We did hit record, guys. Do you ever use like those rolls that you use to help your back and stuff?
Well, you know, at my age, you've got to do a bit of that sometimes, haven't you?
What is that bit over there for?
What bit?
The piece behind
Well, they can't see
the
that, though.
chair.
Oh, yeah, that's a tripod.
Oh.
Yeah, they can't see that.
I have no clue what that is. But anyways, when you use what do you use the boxes for?
So we like to do step ups. So yeah, a lot of people we work with. Yeah, go on. She's going to get a box.
I'll bring two over so then we can use it as a footrest. Because I need a footrest.
I don't think we need a footrest.
I do, thank you.
You're going to show them what a step up is. You're going
I don't know.
You're going to stand on the box.
Oh, this thingy-mabobble. I step up. I can reach.
You're not on camera now.
I reach the sky.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be a good priority.
I really need this leg rest.
You've been working hard this morning.
Yeah, totally. He got me up at 6:30, and I decided that I'll come to the gym because I can't be bothered to stay in bed anymore. So I got up, got changed. Turns out he just started playing FIFA. You got me up at 6:30. I could have had a lay until 7 o'clock, and then we could have gone to the gym at 7:30. Got me out of bed for nothing.
Quite unbelievable.
He's just started playing FIFA. How dare you?
Well, I've never known you get ready that quickly. I've got to be honest. You, from what I hear in the mornings, because I'm at work in the mornings, you tend to, lollygag around. You know.
Anyways, one sec. What do these thingamabobs do?
Well, you can fire them at kids like this.
What do they actually do for your workout?
Oh, good question, Dave. Good question. Well, you can use them to put on there to help you do your pull-ups. You can put your feet on there to do your bicep curls. You can do some rows with them. Like I said, you can fire them at naughty kids. Get off, kids.
Eat
Get off, kids.
something at you. Yeah.
I think this interview's done. What do you think?
No.
Oh no, we're still going, are we?
Is it usually big or small personal training?
Right, how many people?
Yeah.
Well, we have, so yeah, it was a 1-to-6 ratio in here. Yeah, it's a 1-to-6 ratio in here. So we've got one coach to 6 people at the busiest it's ever going to be. But so in the mornings, because we've got 2 coaches at the same time, we have 7. In the evenings, because it's me and Louis in here, so it's sometimes just 6. And so the idea being that I could give one person enough attention. Yeah, if someone's doing an exercise, I can give them corrections and help them in and make sure they do it correctly while the other one catches their breath. Then I kind of move between the people in here. So most people, because if I've taught them correctly, they know roughly what they're doing. I might have just say, oh, keep your shoulders back, make sure you're sitting a little bit deeper on that, and making sure they're doing it properly and safely. And then I kind of move around the room, helping people into exercises.
What time do you wake up to
What time do we start?
working?
So we start.
No, what time do you wake up to?
So my alarm goes off at 5 o'clock in the morning, and then we start in here at 6. So I like to wake up at 5. I go downstairs, have a cup of coffee, do my Wordle. I know, right? And then I do my mini crossword, see if I can beat Bush. I know, right? And then I get ready and come over here. So I get in here. So we always we start at 6 o'clock, but we always have a coaches meeting at 5:45, and then we go through everyone who's in during the day. So we look who's booked in for that day, and then we look at the program. We talk about what's going on with that person. We say, oh yeah, such and such. Janet's got has a history of bad back, and she's got a busy life at the minute. She just started a new job, and whatever. And then we say, okay, so we've got squats on the program today. We can make sure she does that like this, or she might not be able to do that today. Let's check in with her and see what she can do. And so we have a coaches meeting at 5:45, and then we go through anyone and everyone in the program, during that day, and then we kind of feed back to each other about what we've seen in previous sessions and how we're going to handle that during the session, so we can make sure they have a really good session that's suitable for them.
Do you ever have to go in like pairs or stuff?
What, in here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that kind of. So I mean, we got duplicate stuff. So we got as they see on your guided tour, we got various. Yeah, we got duplicates of equipment, so people can have their own kit. But on many occasions, people, we call it working in. We share kit really because it adds to the energy of the group. So you don't have to lift the same weights as someone else. They're easily adjusted. But people share stuff. They work in, and then people help each other in here. That's what makes Nudge so special. Is they get they've got other people helping them along, making sure they it creates a bit of camaraderie between people. And the other big thing about that is that they learn as they go as well. And so if we're looking why people stay motivated, it's a thing called autonomy. Do you know what that is?
No.
So autonomy is where someone's in charge of their own kind of destiny as such. And so I think one of the big things, or one of the reasons people struggle with fitness, is because they don't value autonomy. They want to be told what to do. And whilst I'm going to give them instructions and give them guidance and give them support, actually if I teach them properly, and they can work together to do that. It's just a few small adjustments from me to make sure they're doing it safely and correctly to get them the best results, but they can control the speed of their workout. Is that a snooze fest, that answer?
Yes, a little bit. Anyways, I'm only in year 4. How'd you get me?
I thought you're in year 5 now.
No, I'm in year 4 and I'm going into year 5 after summer.
Yeah.
So,
You're quite big for a 7-year-old.
I'm not 7!
Oh yeah, sorry, 8.
No, thank you. I am 9, thank you.
9 years old? Oh, I thought you were younger than that. Anyway.
Anyways, do you guys ever use the balls in here?
Yeah, we started using the balls this month in our program, so we're doing ball slams as part of our warm-up for one of the exercises.
Do you have different programs for like different sessions? So do you have a different one for hybrid and stuff?
Yeah, so when people come in here, I say I'm coaching movements, not muscles, and so there's going to be probably something slightly different on each program. We've got 6 different rotations on. We have a slightly different rotation each day, but there's some similarities between it. So, for example, one day they might do a barbell back squat, another day they might do a goblet squat, and then there's different variations on a similar theme. So the reason that's important is because they can. It means they can learn the movement and practice the movement, but also. Yeah, they're going to get better at the movement and it's going to become more familiar, but there's going to be enough variety to keep it interesting. So yeah, ultimately there's something slightly different each day, but it's similar enough for them to help them get better. So if it was different all the time, if the exercise in the program was different every time, they just wouldn't get any better. They'd constantly... their body wouldn't adapt, and so they're just going to be sore and they're not going to make progress. But because we practice similar movements 2-3 times a week for each of these people, that's how they get better.
What dumbbell is the most popular at the moment?
Oh, well, I think we've got an extra set of 5s, 7s, 10s, and 12s. Because they seem to be the most used, but I think again people in here, depends on what exercise they're doing, depends on what they lift. So most people, like I said, people trying to get a bit better at some of the exercises. So they I think they've got a certain for many of them they're working on a certain exercise. So if they're doing their bench presses and they're on a 10. They're trying to get up to a 12 on the next, over the next 3 or 4 weeks or so. They're trying to lift a little bit more. That's how you get fitter.
What is your favourite forgot what I was going to say. What is your favourite colour to have in the gym whilst you're working out?
Well, I like blue. That's why we got these Nudge T-shirts. That's why we like those. So yeah, blue's my favourite colour, and that's why we got it in Nudge. Sometimes though, because we spend so much time in here, we come in and do what you've done today and change the colour in the background. So we've got a green background today, haven't we?
They can see it right behind you.
Yeah,
Just move a small bit.
Yeah, a little bit of green there. So
yeah.
Sometimes, and Hazel sometimes puts red on when she does her exercise. Yeah, she's a devil. We're in party mode now, Dave.
There.
There you go. We like blue, don't we?
Back here.
This is the longest interview ever.
Why did you decide to pick? What were your other options of naming it other than Nudge?
Oh, I don't know. I couldn't really come up with a name. So Katie, one of my clients, she's got involved in marketing in a really cool company, and so she took it to their team. I like the name Nudge. Like I said, I kind of looked at all the different options that are available to me, and I think some of them seemed a little bit intimidating to the type of people that I wanted to train. And so I really liked the name Nudge. I thought it was a little bit less intense, a little bit more gentle. It's a fun word to say. And I thought
Nudge,
also,
nudge.
I thought we could rhyme it. I thought maybe at Christmas time we could get some nudge fudge for people. What do you think? Maybe if they wanted to lose weight, we could have a program called Budge. Maybe if we did a box. maybe if we did a boxing class, we could call it Grudge.
You should name the box. If you did a boxing class, name it budge.
Yeah, or well, I thought grudge. You know, you could pretend you've got beef with the person you're boxing against.
Well,
We could do smoothies, call them sludge.
that sounds like slug.
Slug, yeah, sludge for slugs.
Why did you pick this location?
Well, Woking's quite a busy place, but one of the reasons I picked this location is because it's just over the road.
So you don't have to go very far.
Well, I thought, so...
We're surprised.
Yeah.
I thought you were in the gym.
So I like this location because it's quite central to Woking. Where I used to work was just down the road at Phil's Fitness, wasn't it? So I used to work in St John's, so it's just down the road. So it's not too far from my other people. Also, lots of people live around here as well, and it's got lots of free parking. So I thought. I thought from that point of view, I thought it'd be quite good for people. Like, there's lots of people living around here, lots of lovely people, loads of parking. People like coming to Waitrose as well, so there's lots of people coming by.
What dog comes in here the most?
Well, we got lots of dog friends at
Because you
night.
bring so many dogs in.
Yeah, well, we've got Nelly. I think has been coming in the most recently. We've been training her up.
Nelly.
Yeah, she was really nervous before she come in, but she's a little sausage dog and she likes coming in.
Yeah.
We've got Peanut.
Peanut.
Yeah, he's got a wiggly bottom. He does a whole body wag when he comes in. We've got another one, Coco. So Coco's been coming in. So Coco likes coming in. Coco's
Does anyone who works here bring their dog in?
Well, Hazel brought Storm in, her dog, once, but she if she has to look after Storm for the day, she brings him in. But he just sits in the corner sometimes. So he's only been in 3 days really over the last kind of year or so. But when he comes in, he sits in the corner and minds his own business. He's a very calm little guy.
I'm trying to think of something. Whenever you do like the bike, how long of a distance do they have to go?
Well, in here we kind of tend to do slightly shorter intervals. So when we do the hybrid classes, we tend to do shorter intervals on there, so between 30 seconds and a minute. And so in the hybrid classes, like the thing we do on a hybrid is strength-based cardio. So we practice all the movement patterns we do in personal training, but we add a little bit of cardio in. So they tend to do between 30 and 60 seconds on the bike, and then they go off. They do press-ups, kettlebell swings, inverted rows, some squats, and then they jump back onto the bike again and go again.
What are inverted rows?
Oh, inverted rows, that's where you're underneath the barbell and you pull your chest towards the bar.
Oh, well, Before the question, what do you do the most in here?
I don't know, I think laughing probably. Some people come by, they say we had to come in because we heard you laughing. But I think that's probably what we do the most. Whilst I'm really keen to get people fit, I really want to have a good time while we do it. And so if there's not a bit of laughter or we're not having a bit of fun, I think we're doing it wrong, really. So yeah, that's probably what we do the most in here.
As in workout. He's a bit silly today. Anyways, what is your favourite? What is
I'm a bit silly every day.
What is the most what is the one that you use the most? What thing do you use the most?
We always have
other than laughing.
No.
I mean working out, I mean.
We tend to use everything really, Dave. We like using everything in here.
On the ground, what one do you do the most? Push-ups.
No, we don't always do push-ups because some people don't like those so much. So yeah, we use a bit of everything. We're not like fixed any bit of kit really. We tend to have a barbell exercise in every day. We use lots of dumbbells. Probably using mostly dumbbells, I'd say. We use these rings a lot, kettlebells most days. Yeah, every other day probably. So yeah, dumbbells every day. That could be a slogan. Dumbbells every day. I'll leave the slogans to you, shall I?
I'm thinking, I'm struggling.
No, well, God, that's the best interview I think I've ever had. Some of the greatest questions.
Which one do you use more?
It was going so well, Dave. Then you crashed it.